don't want to leave no one out. Good evening. I'm in front of you all tonight over homelessness in America, especially Main Street, Old Town Elk Grove. It's sad. Homelessness is sad, but it's not deserving to become an occupation for our kids, family, or friends, or a foundation that we give money to for the good work they do, like Cancer Foundation, St. Jude's, or the Shriners Hospital. They do good. Homelessness destroys communities, and the person and families around it are most affected by it. I can't say what needs to be said in 3 minutes. I will play this like a chess game and try to end up with a checkmate, meaning that my family continues to do what they do, work hard, and be dedicated to this community. I believe in myself and my family, we will be at work during and after all this. It's sad to think 4 or 5 blocks in Elk Grove was the beginning of Elk Grove, California in the 1850s. And that same 4 or 5 blocks has a high probability of becoming the deterioration of a once beautiful place and community to raise a family and do business, and a community that saved my life. I thank you for your time. I was once told that if you have nothing nice to say, you should probably not say nothing at all. And so from now on, I won't say anything at all. And I thank you guys for your time. And my heart, believe me, is with all homeless, drug addiction. I mean, that was me. And I didn't change my life by getting a bunch of handouts. I changed my life by dedicating myself to the same thing that each and every one of you do. Care about your family, your community, my son. I mean, this is crazy, dude, where we're going. But anyways, thank you guys. Some people came by my bar and told me about this. I didn't know. Nobody notified me that what was going on. The community came by my bar and left me stuff to come here. I got them if you want to see them. And so that's why I'm here. Good to see all of you. I'm sorry that this is where I see you guys at. You ever want to come and have a drink, let me know. I'll buy you all one. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Next up is Alan Vito III, followed by Sam Richardson.
Hello, Mayor Bobby Singh, council members. I was actually going to speak just in case my father wasn't planning on speaking, but he kind of said it for us. I wanted to come out to show the support and love that we have for the community of Old Town. Well, historic downtown, I believe, is now what we're trying to call it, and we've been doing that as well. We've been really trying to work hard to keep the image of Old Town and historic downtown Elk Grove in a good light. It's gotten hard. I truly want to believe that you guys are fighting the fight with the Elk Grove apartments, to try to keep that place out of our community somewhere that's better fitted for it. But we're fighting a fight down at Bob's Club every day too. With more and more violent individuals coming, by the bar, homeless individuals, and we've had our young female bartenders threatened on several occasions and whatnot. Thankfully, the police force has been, help there whenever we need them. But it's still, I just hope that, it's not a sign of things to come. So that's why we're all here, kind of just to show our concern and also our support for you guys in the fight to come. And hopefully you guys keep on fighting for us and we can do something. But it just feels like the state's got their boots on our throats, and I don't really see a light at the end of the tunnel. So hopefully you guys can breathe some hope back into us. So that's all I really have to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up is Penelope Leonard, followed by Samantha Govon.
I own Radcliffe Academy, the little red schoolhouse on the corner of Waterman and Elk Grove Boulevard. I've owned it for 30 years. The land and the buildings, and it's almost an acre. And at night when I'm changing the seasonal bulletin boards in my school till 2 and 3 in the morning on 3 buildings, it's quite time consuming. I have seen and witnessed a homeless person coming to my gate to try to get in. And we also have been broken into in the previous years. And I waved him on with my phone and said, I'm calling the police. So they ran off. Within a half an hour, they were breaking into the window of the new site that you're going to be putting into a homeless shelter for the winter months. Because at that time, there was a drugstore there. I think it was Rite Aid. And I called the police, and they came quickly and caught the guy on one occasion. Those are windows back there by the parking lot there. But it's hidden because of all those trees, beautiful trees there in the parking lot. But as an ex-Peace Corps worker for 10 years, I feel sorry for homeless, but it should be down on Grantline Road or other lots that are away from those buildings. We have the Jack Hill Park right behind Bel Air, and a lot of middle school and high school kids walk past Radcliffe to get home to those huge houses back there. And they're all back there playing soccer and basketball. And another thing, you really don't know in the homeless shelter who is who's a pedophile. It's missed on the computers by the parole officers. They don't know where they're living. And we're just not safe at night with the homeless being in Old Town. And I'd like you to try to keep Old Town like a beautiful area rather than becoming raggedy with paper and bottles all over the ground, going over to Bel Air or over to Starbucks. Or it will become that way, even for the winter months. And if you could find another location, that would be better than our neighborhood. And just grandfather Claus Radcliffe in there, and please don't do that to our school. It's just not safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next up is Samantha Govan, and the last speaker is Estella Drake.
Greetings, esteemed members of the City Council. My name is Samantha Guan, and I am a 25-year-old homeowner residing in Old Elk Grove. I am not only a wife, but also a mother of a 1-year-old child. In January, my family invested $500,000 into our home, primarily because Old Elk Grove is promoted as an ideal community for young families that is undergoing beautification. We are particularly thrilled to learn of the plans of a library behind our house, anticipating that it would attract more families to our community. However, in recent developments, it has raised some concerns among myself, fellow neighbors, and local business owners. As it has come to my attention, there are discussions about converting a library into a building that is a temporary homeless shelter and possibly constructing a low-income apartment complex in the field across from my residence. I would like to express our collective concerns in this regard. Let me be clear that I am not at all suggesting that homelessness is not a critical need for our city. Homelessness care is not a critical need for our city. I have personally dedicated many years of my life volunteering with homeless individuals. Nevertheless, I firmly believe the proposed location is not suitable for such living spaces. Regarding temporary shelter, it appears counterproductive to relocate homeless individuals into a community with numerous bars along the main road. Many homeless individuals struggle with addiction, and placing them in such proximity to their triggers raises many concerns about their well-being. Moreover, it deeply saddens me to share that I have personally lost friends to the devastating fentanyl issue, which further underscores the urgency of addressing the root causes of addiction in a more appropriate setting. Furthermore, I have been informed that individuals at the shelter will be using the parking lot for showers. This parking lot is adjacent to several homes where children reside. I cannot feel at ease in my own backyard knowing that grown men are showering right behind the fence that my child plays. As a young mother, I often walk to save money while grocery shopping. However, I would not feel safe walking during dark hours if individuals with active addictions are wandering in the vicinity, particularly during the early evening winter months when darkness falls as early as 5 p.m. Another significant concern relates to our ongoing efforts to beautify Old Elk Grove, which we have discussed in previous meetings. We organize monthly community events that attract people of all ages to our small community. The proposed development would undoubtedly impact local businesses negatively. Even if only the temporary shelter is established, the local flower shop would be forced to share space with the shelter, which could potentially reduce her foot traffic. In addition, the familiarity of the area may lead to homeless individuals to remain in the vicinity, as has been the case with 2 homeless individuals living in the field behind Bel Air. This creek area backs up to our children's parks, which raises safety and community well-beings and concerns. It is essential to recognize that there are numerous resources to assist homelessness in individuals. Local churches can connect them to the appropriate support networks, and several locations offer access to public computers to aid the search and assistance. Additionally, various organizations such as Chicks in Crisis, True Life Outreach, Share Homes, and Ain't God Good are actively working to find housing solutions for those in need.
Thank you.